What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And you know, a couple of weeks ago when we saw this picture and we knew this picture is completely accurate, we didn't know how badly accurate this thing was about to come when it came to the Marvels, you know, with this film dropping right here. And you see old Carol Danvers right here in the middle, okay, just plummeting down there, down, down, down we go. We didn't realize how bad it was. Yeah, and we saw all of this stuff too, right? The clowns coming in here giggling and hee-hee, ha-ha, laughing. Oh, look, it's at 84% audience score. You know, 62% on the tomato meter. Ha-ha, you guys thought this thing was going to suck. Yeah, it does suck, okay? You're not going to get us with this manufactured bogus score, right? Your rigged elections and shit. You're not going to get us with this crap, okay? We know the deal. We know what's happening, all right? So yeah, you guys can laugh at this number all you want to. Let's look at the real numbers. Let's look at the real numbers and let's have a good laugh over that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. These are the numbers y'all need to be paying attention to out there. The giggle committee that's wanting to laugh. Yeah, laugh at this number. $110 million global opening. Lowest ever for Disney MCU offshore and worldwide. The global opening of $110 million. That's sad, man. And that shows you everything where Marvel is at. That shows you that these clowns, when they made this movie, listen, I wish for the world that, and this happens in sports, but it never happens in entertainment. I want one of these reporters from Deadline or Variety or from wherever we're talking about, I want them cats to go up and ask these executives some real questions, okay? Because you know, if like a sports team lost this badly, all right, the interviewer will be like, hey, so y'all just got blown out. What's your take on that, coach? And they would stick that microphone in his face and the coach would cuss him out and say all kind of stuff. But damn it, we would get some good sound bites, wouldn't we? These cats would be pissed. But these reporters will never ask those kind of questions because they're scared and they're cowards. I want one of these cats to put that mic in Kevin Feige's face and say, hey, Feige, so yeah, this whole multiverse saga seems to be blowing up in your face, bro. What's happening, man? Hey, what are the answers? Do you have any answers for us right now? No, I ain't got no answers, but why you asking me these kind of questions? Well, you know, because you just had $110 million. And what did you spend on this joint? You spent $270 million on this box office bomb. One of the most expensive bombs. You're about to lose hundreds of millions of dollars for Disney. Have you talked to Bob Iger? What's Bob saying about this? I want them to ask them kind of questions to Kevin Feige. Stick that microphone right in his face and see what he got to say. But they'll never do it, man. $110 million. And look, peep this, guys. Peep this. Five Nights at Freddy, yo. Five Nights at Freddy. $130 million over its opening weekend. Five Nights at Freddy's beat the Marvels. A $20 million movie. This is bad, man. This is bad on epic amounts of levels. I can't express how bad this thing is for the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now. People have completely checked all the way out. And no longer can you just throw Marvel Studios and have the little theme song. That ain't working no more, okay? People have checked out. Audiences have moved on. It's a wrap. It's a cold stone wrap for the Marvel Cinematic Universe with those kind of numbers. When Five Nights at Freddy's is beating you, and look, there's still a possibility that Five Nights at Freddy's may overall beat the Marvels. Not just on opening weekend, but its overall box office run. Check this out. Yeah, so here we go. Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Right now, this is where it's at right now. $251 million worldwide. I'm going to say it right now. I don't know if the Marvels can hit that number. I don't know if the Marvels can hit $250 million worldwide. It's going to be a struggle to get there because you got the Hunger Games coming up. All right, you got Wish and all these other films that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. That's going to be huge competition for the Marvels. I have a feeling the Marvels is going to take a major haircut in the box office next week. Its box office drop from weekend to weekend is going to be humongous because, you know, the Rachel Zegler movie, now we're going to talk about that in a minute, and that's not going to be a great film. I don't think that's going to do a great amount of box office numbers, but it's going to beat the Marvels next week. It'll beat the Marvels next week, and the Marvels is probably going to plummet well over 70%. I would be shocked if it doesn't. I would be absolutely surprised if it doesn't plummet at least 70% or get somewhere in there, like 68, 69%, something like that. I would be stunned because there's a lot of movies coming up, you know, Wish. There's a couple of other films that are coming up down the pipeline, and I don't think this thing is going to have the legs that it needs. The Marvels just feels like the most biggest nothing burger ever. Like, why does this movie exist? But yeah, I think even with Five Nights at Freddy's, I think Five Nights at Freddy's has a very, very good opportunity to beat the Marvels overall in the box office. And they spent $20 million on this joint. They didn't even spend no money on it. change over there at Disney. And just throw some $20 million, see what we get out of that. They're about to beat a Marvel Cinematic Universe film. And man, I mean, again, I want somebody to ask Kevin Feige these questions. I want somebody to put that mic in his face and him just sitting there squirming and trying to come up with a good answer, or just saying, we're not going to talk about that. I want to see that. I want to see that interview, man. It's not going to happen. But yeah, here's where we are, man. This is where the Marvels is at right now, man. $110 million. It's just ridiculously bad. Let's go ahead and just check out a quick little peek at this article. Updated, Disney Marvel's The Marvels has, as we expected yesterday, see below, come in with the lowest start ever for a Disney MCU title worldwide and internationally. The 110.3 global launch estimate includes 63.3 milli from the international box office in 51 markets and 47 mil from the domestic. Yeah, I mean, this ain't gonna get it done at all, man. This is all you made internationally. The international audiences don't care. The domestic audiences don't care. They're gonna care even less next weekend. Yeah, man. There's some not so bad news in that the Marvels opened up #1 in all material market. Who cares about that? Obviously, it was going to open up #1. What kind of statement is that? You know, deadline, man. They're trying to sugarcoat it any way they can. You can't clean this up, all right? This is a hot mess. Look, the entire MCU right now is a hot mess. The multiverse saga, in my opinion, is a failure. It is a disaster because people have checked out. This number represents how much people don't care about this saga. They don't care about keeping up with the Marvels or keeping up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe or keeping up with this thing. They'll see it on Disney Plus or they won't see it at all. That's just how it's going right now, Marvel. You guys better lock in and figure out what it is. I have a theory as to what's going on with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, why this thing has just lost the attention and the desire for audiences, general audiences, really. Because the geeks and the nerds, they're still going to check it out. That's, again, that 65% that we talk about, right? Yeah, remember, 65% male leaning, okay? This is your audience, Marvel, all right? 65%. You made a film for people that really don't care about comic book movies like that. You made a girl boss chick flick, but your audience is mostly men, all right? The math ain't mathing. Something ain't jiving when you do this. So you got to circle back and think, okay, where did we mess up? Where did we mess up? Oh, it's probably your ideology. Your ideology is the #1 point, all right? Let me say that right off the bat. The ideology is the main issue. You start sprinkling ideology in to start off with, and it just messes up the whole cake. I always use that example of a cake. Like, imagine you're about to bake a cake and you put chili powder in. First thing in there, I'm going to put some chili powder in. Well, you've already destroyed the cake, okay? The cake doesn't matter how many other great ingredients you add. You put chili powder in this thing. It's about to be an absolute nasty, disgusting cake. But if you start it with the right ingredients and you don't add anything to it, you're in good shape. But yeah, they started off putting chili powder in the cake, and that's basically where we're at. So yeah, 65% male leaning. You just got to remember who your audience is, okay? Don't forget who your audience is. 45% of the audience was men over the age of 25. This is your target demographic, all right? Men, and especially men over the age of 25. That's who's coming to check for this. So make films for that group, because even though you made this super duper femboss chick flick, you still got mostly guys coming to check for it. And all the women that you made it for, yeah, they didn't even go and see it. Under 40% viewership. They didn't want it. They didn't care about it. So again, let that be a lesson overall to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They won't learn the lesson. All right, they won't learn the lesson. And that's why we keep talking about it, because maybe one day these guys will get it through their thick skulls, who they should be making this content for, and then maybe we'll start getting some good content once again. But folks, you let me know what you think about this whole situation, this disastrous box office. All right, absolutely, absolutely hilarious. But you guys jump down in the comments, give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.